It's time for breaking bread with Papa. Hey, don't you know? Hey, it's our goal. Hey, it's time for breaking bread with Papa. Hey, don't you know? Hey, it's also a show. Hey.
Welcome, everybody, to another edition of Breaking Bread with Tom Papa and my pal, Kira Sultanovich. We're very excited that you're here. We would give you bread, but you're not here. You're just kind of out there in space. You could have come by, and we would have given you lots of things to eat, right?
No, I have nothing.
All right, so it was a lie. Thank you to the good people. Oh, we have a new sponsor today. This is exciting. This one is right up our alley, as the kids say. Kind of makes me wonder why we didn't think of this ourselves.
Huh. I'm curious now.
This episode is brought to you by Wild Grain. Wild Grain is the first ever bake from frozen subscription box for sourdough breads, fresh pastas, and artisanal pastries. So you order from them, and they send you frozen sourdough bread, and then you just have to bake it for the last 25 minutes of its process.
Wow.
That kind of thing.
That's fast.
It's fast, and man, I feel like, why didn't we think of this? You can now fully customize your Wild Grain box so you can get any combination of breads, pastas, and pastries you like. For a limited time, you can get $30 off the first box plus free croissants in every box when you go to wildgrain.com/papa to start your subscription. That's wildgrain.com/papa, P-A-P-A, or you can use a promo code PAPA at checkout. Pretty exciting stuff. I was just baking bread this morning, and it came out all right.
What did you make?
Just two sourdough loaves.
Just a classic. Sour. Nothing. You didn't sprinkle a few something in there.
Nothing sprinkled.
Okay.
Because as of the recording of this, we have a Halloween party that's got to get put together, and that means I have to race from here and start cooking chili. Oh, I have a chili that you would love. Why don't you leave your family on Halloween and come to my house?
Can you freeze it for me and then ship it to my house?
I can freeze it for you. I will not ship it.
That's our business. Chili that's chilled chili.
Wild meat.
Chilled chili. And then we ship frozen chili, and people just have to
cold
cook
ass
it up.
chili.
Yes, for the last few minutes of the cooking. Come on, they open up the box, and it has like that smoke, that dry ice smoke that comes out. Come on. Lincoln, back me up.
Sounds like a lot of work.
No, what? You just said you wanted a side hustle, like the Wild Grains.
Yeah, but
get your chili.
Now I got to get a freezer guy.
You put your hot chili in people's mouths.
You would love this chili. There's not even a single bean in this chili.
I'll eat it immediately if you ship it to me.
All meat. 100% meat.
I will see you on Wednesday. Will you bring some for me on Wednesday?
Yes, I can do that.
Okay, there you go.
All right.
Now, if I ship my pants, I'll know you're lying to me.
Hey. Why would you shit your pants?
I'm just saying, you're promising me that I'll love it and I'll like it and it won't give me a tummy ache. But if I do,
I did not.
know.
Well, let's be clear. I said you would like it. I said you would love it. I did not say that it would not give you a tummy ache.
Okay.
It might.
It might.
If it's really well done. Chili, then you throw in a little sour cream, a little cheese.
I love those. Those are
hot sauce.
Yes, all of it. Okay. All right.
Really good stuff.
I'm on board.
Joey, do you have a costume?
Not any great ideas right now. It might just be throwing on a jersey or something.
Oh boy. Are you dressing up for your children?
I am. I'm gonna do like a mishmash of all the things I have in my closet. I'm gonna be a steampunk lady.
Oh.
Yes.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's fun, right? Because you have the crazy hat and those goggles.
Right.
And just as long as you have something jingly and jangly and a weird vest that looks like your lungs are, like half your lungs are coming out.
Right.
Yeah.
Code word for boobers.
No, boobs are different.
We forgot to mention, we have a lot to talk about today, but we forgot to mention how you saved Abraham Lincoln's life.
I did.
We were on tour when we talked a little bit last time about being in Colorado and doing the shows and him ordering guacamole and all that good stuff. What we didn't talk about was that while Joey and I, were confined to the small SUV space, I was under assault because he had tuberculosis that weekend and was coughing pretty much on every breath. Every single breath, he would say, "Yeah, I think we should." Joey, what time's the show tonight? It's 7.
Oh my.
So, partially to help Joey and also to save myself, we called you from the road, from the freeways of Colorado, and we said, "Please, Kira, cure this. Not only cure this boy, but save his life."
Well, 2 years ago for Halloween, I was a witch doctor. So that's what I mean. It's kind of,
It's your thing.
It's my thing.
When I got COVID way back in 1995, I knew I shouldn't worry because you showed up at my door within 6 hours with bags of potions,
chicken bones,
cures.
Yeah.
And you loaded me up with stuff. You were so excited that I got COVID because you had a project. You could do something.
Can you imagine being one of those people that's like, "Oh my God, you broke your leg. Yes."
Yeah, finally.
You get excited. You get to mend something. I was not excited you got COVID. I was excited that I was in town and in your neighborhood.
Right.
And I was like, "I'm driving over. Don't worry." Meanwhile, I'm watching you through the window of your house. You're fine. You were on a Zoom.
I kept going with my radio show.
Animated and full of life.
Yeah, it wasn't really nasty when I got it.
Yeah.
But I think also because we jumped on it and
Yes.
you gave me a lot of weird cures.
And then you said a couple of friends that tested positive the same day as you were still sick, like for much longer, and you tested negative within what, 5 days?
Like probably 6 days.
6 days.
Something like that.
Yeah.
When you see people outside jogging by themselves in California wearing a mask today, do you think that those people, you can't tell, but do you think that those people are compromised in some way, or they live with somebody, so they just are on high alert, or do you think there's a mental breakdown? And what percentage?
I'm sure there are certain people who feel like I have to take care of Nana, so I'm going to be safe. But I think it's what's the diminishing returns? What's the thing where the law of diminishing returns? It's like at this point, sure, if this was May 2020, absolutely, I get you. But now at this point, I don't think you're doing as much good as you think, or as much prevention as you think you're doing.
Right.
And now you psychologically, I feel like you think, well, I'm being safe, and then you'll actually go do something that's unsafe.
Yeah.
Or my favorite was, oh my, it was right here. It was right here a few years ago, right on this street. This guy yelled at this woman for not wearing a mask outside. I was walking by and I saw the whole interaction. Wow. He was getting in his car and he was yelling at this woman who was standing there with her dog and her dog sniffing around. And he was like, "You're going to kill yourself and everyone around you." And he's screaming at her and he's like triple masked. And then he gets in his car and I watch all of this. I'm paying my meter. I'm just sitting there watching. This was late 2020.
In the height.
So in the height, I get it. He gets in his car, he pulls out his phone, he's pulling into traffic while texting on his phone, like for like full on scrolling.
Yeah. And
so he's just taking one, I'm being super safe.
Yeah.
And then acting like in a completely unsafe way.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just it made me feel like,
Yeah.
humans are naturally
Moronic.
hypocrites.
Yeah. Full of.
But when you guys called me in the car, I Googled the nearest Whole Foods.
Yes.
And I called them to make sure they even had these things in stock, because I would feel horrible if you got off the freeway and then they were like, oh, we're all out of black seed oil.
Yeah.
But you got it. And then what happened, Joey?
I got better. I think I'll never get sick again.
Oh, that's the sweetest thing anyone's ever said.
It was so insincere.
That was very sincere.
You think
no,
so?
I think that was him sincere. I know it's hard to tell.
I have to say, he was really complaining when he first took everything. He was
Yeah.
like, "Oh, this tastes horrible, and
Yeah.
look at the size of this pill."
Yeah.
You have to break it down because of his size. But it looked like a pill was like a wine bottle in his hand.
Well, you told me that, and I go, well, you don't have to take them anally. I mean, I don't know why you
He
were
was very
complaining.
upset. But we saw each other probably 3 days after that, and no cough.
Yeah. Yeah, I was on the tail end, I thought, when we started that trip, but it was definitely any time I like laughed or responded.
Or breathed.
Breathe maybe, but or talked to you. You know, when I was
Yeah.
alone in my room, I wasn't coughing. I would see you. I would, talk,
Mm-hmm.
start to cough. So, yeah.
You saved his life.
I saved his life. I did get a message from Beth. I think that's her handle. It has the word Beth in it and then a whole bunch of gobbledygook on Instagram. And she said, when do we get to see Abraham Lincoln's face?
I know. Well, it's kind of ironic. The reason our listeners don't, or viewers don't see Abraham Lincoln's face is because of Abraham Lincoln himself. He's the one that sets the cameras.
Ah.
So I would say to you, he doesn't want you to see his face.
We can work on that.
It's part of the mystery.
I don't know if we need it.
We don't need it.
We probably don't need it, but I have
It
had
would
the
be
thought-
cool to kind of
Yeah.
like shoot over, like, actiony newsroom. You could see all the stuff that's going on here. There's a lot going on.
What about
here.
we split the difference and it's just the back of his head?
I like that, like a mystery.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like Charlie.
I'm at the control center.
Yeah, you just see his hands.
tapping away.
You see his hands, maybe a subtle cough every once in a while. I think that would work.
Oh, speaking of germs, can I tell you what I did yesterday?
Please.
I hosted 7 12-year-olds in my house. And I don't think I'll ever do it again.
This water tastes weird.
It tastes liquidy. No?
Where's it from?
I got it from Vaughn's.
Ah.
I did crack it open today. I don't know why it'd be weird.
Yeah.
Did you taste it?
Yeah. Let me see. I mean, it has a full body.
Do you ever, when
Scent nutmeg.
like, there's certain things that in this world that you know the taste of without ever remembering having tried tasting it?
It's water.
Like silly putty
What?
or a balloon. Like, you know what a balloon tastes like.
Wow.
Did you ever eat a balloon?
I
No.
mean, you've put
Do
your
you ever
lips
remember
on them.
doing it? Yeah. This tastes like a balloon.
No. Tastes like water.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm
Like
sorry.
like the water from a Vaughn's restroom. Where he filled up his...
No, there's something rubbery, plasticky about that water.
Interesting. I don't know. I mean, I prefer rubbery, plasticky.
I'm sorry. I interrupted you. Go on.
Oh, I had a bunch of 12-year-olds in my house.
I thought they were 7-year-olds.
Well, no.
Oh, 7 12-year-olds.
Yeah,
12
yes.
7-year-olds?
Yes.
How many?
7 12-year-olds.
7 12-year-olds.
7 children.
Boys or girls?
Both.
Both.
And they lost their goddamn minds.
Whoa.
They were outside in my backyard. It was like a little Halloween, like a little mini Halloween thing, you know. But I did make a meat face out of prosciutto, and it looked disgusting.
That's cool.
It was amazing. And then I had these little fingers, sausages, and then I cut the ends and put little red bloody nails. And I did, yeah, I did a
You
crazy.
went all out.
Oh, I did an avocado, and I drew a face on it. It was like, and then I poured the guacamole coming out of it like it was vomiting guacamole.
Look at you go.
I know, I'm so Pinteresty.
Look at you.
And then these savages lost their minds. It is so, I don't remember. I don't remember that. I don't remember like getting together with my friends and then just a mosh pit started in my backyard and they're knocking each other over and kicking each other in the face, swinging a jacket. This one kid, Frankie, got like a laceration. I had to text his mom, hey, I'm really sorry. Frankie's bleeding, but I cleaned him up and I put a Band-Aid on an eyebrow. It's going to hurt so much when he takes that Band-Aid off. But he was full on bleeding, just a gash in his eye. And just, they like, went crazy and there was no sugar involved. They just saw each other and it was like the Colosseum, like it was like Romans just battling.
12 and there were boys and girls. So were the boys showing off for the girls?
I'm sure that's part of it.
A little of that stuff going on.
Something happens.
It's Halloween.
It's like a pilot light gets lit up.
Yeah.
And they just
and you just let them go.
And we let them go. Well, they were in my backyard. They lost their minds. And they were in the front. And a lot of our neighbors.
Did they eat the prosciutto face?
Nobody ate the prosciutto face.
No.
They didn't want it. They were scared. They were like, it looks so good.
That is, someone did that. Someone came to my Halloween party one year with a charcuterie board like that.
Yeah.
And using the prosciutto as skin. It's very
so
impressive.
Good, yes.
So good. But I mean, you got to eat that.
You got to eat it. Prosciutto.
So good.
No, they ran around outside. We have a lot of neighbors that decorate and do all the like my husband has lightning and thunder in front of our house.
Wow.
So they just, but it was like another level. Maybe it was was there a full moon?
There was a full moon. Because I went to see The
moon.
Nightmare Before Christmas at the Hollywood Bowl.
That's awesome.
It was really, have you ever seen it?
I have.
It's really good,
It's
right?
really, really good.
Did you have Danny Elfman come out and singing?
No.
He came out, he's the original Jack. From
Yeah.
Nightmare, and also wrote it. Incredible talent. He came out and he sang all of Jack's parts.
Oh, that's so cool.
It was impressive. Really impressive.
Wow.
But I only bring it up because it was a full moon.
Oh, last night. This was last night.
I think it was last night. You know how it looks full for a couple days?
Yeah.
And you blame your behavior on whichever day is appropriate.
Yes. Well, I don't know if I'll ever have more than 2 12-year-olds at the same time again.
Oh, he must have been psyched though when everyone left.
He loved it. And they watched a little bit of the Haunted House movie.
Which one?
The one with
The Haunted House movie.
the Haunted House movie, the Disney one. Like the ride.
Haunted Mansion.
Oh, that's right. Sorry.
Right?
I was like, you guys can watch a little bit, but you guys should
That
be
was
leaving
disappointing because
soon.
that ride was so great.
It's fantastic.
It's so good.
And it's very poorly executed.
Yeah, the movie's not great.
Yeah.
I had my experience on that ride when I was like 8 years old, absolutely terrified the whole way. And just like, it's going to be over. It's going to end eventually. And then we're pulling up to the end of the ride. I'm like feeling relief finally. And then the intercom goes, and now the ghosts will follow you home. And I was like, damn it. I'm not escaping this.
Well, they do that thing at the end where you're in the car and they whip it, and then there's a ghost sitting next to you.
Yeah.
We took my daughter on that when she was 6 months old.
That's okay.
It's fine. They don't know what's happening.
She doesn't know yet.
And the bar closed, and she was on the outside of the bar. I was like, we gotta get her on the inside. We couldn't. We held her on the outside of the bar the whole time.
It is pretty powerful. Like, I've had bits in my act about how I'll never go back to Disney and the hellish experience when you're with your children in Disney. I mean, it really, and it's hardly an exaggeration. Can be a nightmare. But now that the kids are grown, it's like when you break up with somebody and you're like, she was pretty great. Why did we break up? It's kind of like that with Disney. It's like, oh, I kind of miss going into the Haunted Mansion.
But would you really go right now?
No.
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 So my sister-in-law, whom I love, absolutely loves Disneyland. For her, it's like me going to a Korean spa.
Yeah.
She just goes sometimes to
just
go on
loves it.
one ride. She lives close. Go on one ride, go get a bite to eat, and leave. What kind of insanity is that? What kind of person would do
She
that?
doesn't have children.
She does. He's an adult now.
He's a grown-up.
He's 20, yeah.
Well, this is. I'm glad you brought this up because this is something I was talking about when I went to see The Nightmare Before Christmas at the Hollywood Bowl. There are a lot of people dressed up, grown-ups with no children around. One lady was dressed like a pumpkin. She had orange Crocs and orange and green tights, and she was the shape of a pumpkin and looked like a pumpkin. Very impressive. Then there was a bunch of, a lot of people dressed up like their favorite characters, and they're grown-ups. And my wife was like, "What do you think of these people?" And normally I would be, and I have said, they're brain damaged. But life is hard. And if you watch the news and stuff, people are freaked out. We've been freaked out. It keeps getting freakier. Local crime, global wars. You want to dress up like a pumpkin and drive down to Disney and go in the Haunted Mansion and have a corn dog and then drive home? If that's going to make you happy, if that's going to give a little pressure release valve, go for it. It's no different than people putting on jerseys and going to watch hockey games.
Yeah.
It's no different from people playing video. Everyone needs an escape. You have the confidence to go out in public dressed like a moron. Good for you. Good for you. You're better than I am. But you know what I mean?
Yeah, we all have our
It's hard. I don't want to
version.
judge them too much.
No, but we all have our version. There's like, there's like a feeling of like, we all have our version of Disney, of that
Of your escape.
thing that you do. Yeah.
Yeah. And truth be told, I'm envious of people that have those things a lot. Like, I always find myself, I tried to get into comic books as an adult. I tried to get into video games. I just see people having so much fun and checking out of reality, and they're enjoying it so much. I'm like, I want to do that too. Weed. Everyone's in California, there's weed at every stop. I'm jealous of them. They all seem to have a great escape. I try it.
Yours is bread. Yours is bread. You bake bread.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's your weird thing.
that's true.
Sit there slapping it around.
Women seem to be very into my hands when I post on.
Yeah.
What is that?
Because you're slapping around a big pasty ass. I mean, that's what you're doing. You're like, whap.
Oh.
Yeah. And then you spread it, and now you got two asses, and now it's an orgy.
And then
It's an orgy, and you're diddling it.
It's a weird number of comments are like, ooh.
Yeah, I can see that. And it has a whack sound, and it's very AMRS. What is that, Joseph?
ASMR.
Okay, thank you. I'm so old, I don't even know. I know your generation is into it.
And then yours is
Naked.
naked sweating.
Naked with Koreans.
Naked with Koreans.
Doesn't have to be Koreans. I prefer Koreans.
If you didn't live with a family, would you walk around naked in your house?
Yeah. What do you mean, would I? I do.
You do?
I mean, not like full on like, hey, kiddos, good morning. How
Well,
did
you don't have to
everybody
shake
sleep?
your tatas,
I don't
but
shake it.
do you? If you wake up and you have no clothes on, and you remember something in the kitchen, will you just walk out into the kitchen?
Not that I have. Not I have a 12-year-old son
Yeah.
now. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
no.
want to be appropriate.
Right.
But
okay.
again, we've talked about this.
That's why I posed the question if they weren't there.
Yes, probably.
If you and Mike were just
Yes.
living alone.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because for you, it's part of it's sweating and part of it's the being beaten up by the Korean spa people.
Yeah.
But it's also having no clothes on.
Well, yeah, it's just the freedom to just go and lie down and have your pores forced open.
I think I told you this. I have a friend that likes to wear no clothes at home, but they have to keep towels around for where they sit.
Oh, God. It's that? No. No, that's...
Yeah, if you're going to be naked, there's nothing wrong with that, but you got to take in consideration your furniture.
Yeah.
So they got to put down little butt doilies.
Yeah, but I wouldn't sit. I'm just walking to get something. That's my situation.
You're not hanging out.
I'm not hanging out on the couch.
Even in solo.
Absolutely.
Right. You're not a nudist.
No.
Got it.
With my 2 piles of yeast, or what's the bread at that point? 2 slaps of bread of sourdough, my raw sourdough hanging out.
It might be a little early for the ad, but the segue is just too perfect. This episode of Breaking Bread with Tom Papa is brought to you by Wild Grain. Wild Grain is the first ever bake from frozen subscription box for sourdough breads, fresh pastas, and artisanal pastries. Every item bakes from frozen in 25 minutes or less. No thawing required. The team at Wild Grain just sent me a new box, and there is croissants. I checked off sourdough bread because I really want to be judgy with it.
Yeah.
Truth be told, I haven't gotten it yet, but if you go to the website, it looks really good. And I know from baking my own bread, sometimes I will do like a quarter bake, like get it to a point and then freeze it. And then when I come home off the road, then you just bake the rest of it. It's pretty much what they're doing.
I didn't know that was a thing. That's pretty cool.
No, it's very cool. I let down Jackie Cation, a fellow comedian, last night because she called and wanted a recipe for sourdough bread rolls. And I didn't have one.
Isn't it just the same recipe?
Pretty much. But also, like, if she's knocking out sourdough bread rolls for, like, tonight, like, I can't help you with that.
Oh.
She's cheating. You can now fully customize your Wild Grain box so you can get any combination of breads, pastas, and pastries if you like. If you want a box of all bread, all pasta, or all pastries, you can have that too. Plus, for a limited time, you can get $30 off the first box, plus free croissants at every box. I'm sorry, in every box. When you go to wildgrain.com/papa to start your subscription. I mean, look, I love baking the bread. It's a long process, though. And I've shown friends, and Flanny from Largo, he came over, he was like, I'm going to learn, I want to do it. And within 2 minutes, he's like, this is too much work. I'm never doing this. This product is perfect for him. He loves the good stuff. He loves artisanal breads and stuff. And now you can just have it delivered to your house. And all you have to do is heat it.
And it still feels like he's kind of making it. So it's a little bit of a cheat.
And he'll be like, look at me, Tom, I'm better than you.
Because for the Instagram, he can take a picture of the bread in his oven.
Mm-hmm.
And be like, look what's in my oven.
Mm-hmm. Wild Grain. Free croissants in every box and $30 off your first box when you go to wildgrain.com/papa. That's wildgrain.com/papa, or you can use the promo code PAPA at checkout. This is going to be very good as we're getting closer to Thanksgiving.
Oh.
You order all the right stuff, the good pastries, the good pastas, the good breads, have it all set.
You wrap it as a gift. You bring it to a party. And you say, I'm bringing
you home-baked
some wild
stuff,
grain bread.
And I'm keeping the croissants for myself.
Yeah, don't talk about the croissants. Do not mention that.
Welcome aboard, Wild Grain. Very cool company.
Can I tell you what just happened to me outside before I walked in here?
Yes.
Okay, this has never happened, and I kind of loved it.
Oh.
And it's hilarious.
Okay.
First, let me ask you this. Has anyone ever accidentally gotten into your car thinking you were an Uber?
Never.
Okay. Have you ever gotten into the wrong car?
Not all the way in, but I've opened the door.
Okay. I was at the Improv a few months ago. Mm-hmm. And some girls opened my door. I'm at a stop sign. I was leaving a spot to go to another spot. And these girls just opened my door. And they can't because it locks automatically. They're like, excuse me, click, 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 like knocking on the window. And then they were like, Jessica. I rolled down my window. I'm like, I'm not your Uber. Oh, sorry. I knew immediately.
Yeah.
So this just happened to me. I'm parking. This guy runs out to my car, rushes out, and he goes, beef bowl for Jeremy? And I said, no thanks. And he goes, he was annoyed that I was joking around. He goes, beef bowl for Jeremy. And I said, I'm not your Postmates. never happened to me before. But I love the look on his face because then he was like, "Where is it? Where is it?" He just kept running to different cars.
No one's just going from one place to another. Everyone's working.
Everyone's bringing you something or taking you somewhere. I hope you got your beef bowl, Jeremy.
I had this great show before I met you in Lincoln, Nebraska. I did a show in Rochester for the Mayo Clinic. Beautiful show, great people, really fun. I was getting ready and I didn't have a lot of time, so I Postmates to the hotel, which my daughter had to like inform me, like they'll bring it all the way to your door and just leave it at your door, which I had no idea was even a possibility. And I ordered from this place. It took 35 minutes to come, and I was like, it's all right. I'm doing other stuff. I'm allowed to order. I've got stuff to do. And I order, I eat the food, it's fine, whatever. I go down to do the gig. It's literally right next door to the hotel. I had no idea where I was.
So you paid $37
right,
delivery
exactly.
fee.
Yeah, for some guy to come into the lobby from one door down.
You're not the first one who's done that. It's a hotel, and they love it every time.
Yeah.
They're like, another one of these dudes.
Another moron.
Yeah.
Couldn't come down the stairs by himself.
Couldn't MapQuest it.
Son of a bitch. Oh, so bad. How fun was Lincoln, Nebraska, though?
That was actually a really fun show.
Right?
Those people are very sweet.
Yeah.
You have very like sweet audience members.
Do I?
Yeah. Like they seem like super considerate, like they would all like dog sit for you. Like your entire fan base is just someone, "I'll water your plants while you're in Hawaii."
It is true.
Like they're all so they're sweethearts.
I do hear that a lot. Every time I go play someplace, they're like, your people are so nice.
Yeah.
Especially when you would go to like clubs where they're used to having the guy before you the week before, like drunkos and
Yeah.
And then my people roll in and they just like behave. That's why I loved going to theaters, because they seemed like it got to a point where it was like, I feel bad making these people go to this nasty club.
Right, with like the sticky floors.
Right, exactly, and wedged in between people. They just want to relax.
No, they were really fun. Although I do feel bad because the stage manager or someone on the crew, I think
you almost got in a fight.
I joked with him a little bit too hard, and he has no idea who I am and doesn't know that I'm joking at all.
Yeah. But he was mansplaining to
a little bit, a little mansplaining.
We were doing the sound check, and what happened?
You jokingly said, "Well, Kira shrieks into the microphone, so
Right.
here, why don't you come do a sound check?"
Right.
Which is a joke, because actually a lot of stuff I will whisper a punchline it, or I change it up. But when you said that, and it was funny, it made me laugh. And then I went up to the microphone. I just said, "Test, test, test, test." And he goes, "Well, you can't test it like that, because then you'll never know what it really sounds like." And I said, "Well, it is my first time, so thank you for explaining
This
it."
is my first time doing comedy.
Yes.
So thank you for that.
Thank you for explaining it to me. But he didn't laugh.
He didn't laugh.
He was
He
like,
had no sense of humor.
"I'm going to have 6 more beers when I get home tonight." Yeah, he was.
Yeah. Then something else happened with him backstage, and it was like he didn't really get it.
He didn't get it. So I was like, all right, maybe I was a little too. Sometimes I'm a little rough around the edges.
You put him right in his place.
I did.
It wasn't just like a little joke. It was like, "Oh, this is my first time doing comedy, so thanks for that. If it wasn't for you asking the question, Tom, I wouldn't be able to enjoy this mansplaining."
I don't know why I did.
And it went on. It went like one beat beyond
Yes, it
what
did.
was like joking, and it was
did.
like, "Oh, she's really letting him have it."
I'm usually a very tender person, right? Right?
Yes.
Abraham Lincoln?
Yes.
Right.
I'm usually very
You actually
sweet.
had to say to me during that same trip, forget what we were talking about. I think it was about the time we were going to leave or something. And I said, "Yeah, we're going to have to like leave at 4. So don't be mad." And you were like, you had to let me know that whatever the plans were, you would promise not to be mad.
I mean, I have to say that to remind myself. Be promised not
How
to
was
be
your
mad.
out? You left at like 4 a.m.
I left at 4 a.m. Yeah, it was crazy. I came home. I took a massive nap.
You did.
And then I did a spot that night at the Improv.
Oh my God.
I know. They had a fallout.
Ugh.
I wanted to save the day.
Ugh. It's like an hour drive for you to go to the Improv.
It's 40 minutes.
Yeah.
It's under 40.
Oof.
It was a great set, though.
It was?
It was a great set.
Oh, that's good. But man, I was leaving at 8 and you were leaving at like 4 a.m. to catch the 6 a.m.
Yeah.
That airport was hilarious.
Adorable.
I mean, literally.
You could fit it in your pocket.
Pulling up to that airport was less busy than pulling up in front of my house.
Yes.
The airport in Lincoln, Nebraska. There's 0 people. The guy pulled up. It was like, is this a private valet to go into the airport? No, this is just our morning rush. It was just me. And you just walk in and there's like, no, but the big pain in the, like, I did a deep dive. 20% cheaper to live in Nebraska than the national average.
Feels like it'd be less expensive than,
It
like 50% cheaper.
It was really cheap.
Yeah.
But there's 2 flights out of there a day. Like I had a flight at 8:50 or whatever, and it almost didn't make it. It was like, if it doesn't go and we're late, like we're not going. And then they fixed it and we were able to make it and all that good stuff. But like you can live in these other places, but there's no getting out of there.
No. And I had to go to Denver, and I didn't have a coffee because I was going to nap a little on the plane.
Yeah.
I get to Denver for my connection, and there's a massive line for the Starbucks. I was like, well, all right, maybe I couldn't do a mobile order. They wouldn't let you at that location. I was like, all right, I'll wait in line for a little bit.
Yeah.
If it doesn't move, I'll just head over to my gate. And there's a Starbucks employee, and she's calling out people's names for the orders as they come in. And I said, oh, that's really smart of you. That's, kind of makes it efficient, because there's so many people. And she goes, oh, I'm doing this because at this airport, people will just grab whatever drink and whatever food is here and just walk to their gate.
Stealing it?
Yeah, because they don't want to wait in line, and they'll take whatever.
No.
They don't care. They don't care
So
if
they
you
don't
got
even
it.
pay? They just grab?
They just walk past, and someone says, Phil, egg bites and a latte, and they are like, well, I'm Phil right now. And she said it's happened so much that that's her station now, that she has to like look at everyone in the eye and be like, are you Phil?
Oh my God.
Isn't that wild?
People are the worst.
People are the worst.
They're the worst.
Beef bowl for Jeremy. But you know what? It is kind of hilarious to be like, look, I'm not waiting in this line. I'm not. I have to catch a flight, and you just grab whatever. It's a surprise. It's a surprise drink. It's a surprise snack.
I see those lines. I'm not staying in those lines.
You for sure will not.
I will not stay in those lines.
No.
But then I don't get to get the coffee. That's the thing about not staying in the
you
line.
can. It's a surprise coffee. Just grab whatever they just put out there.
Oh my God.
And a little baggie of who knows what kind of egg sandwich.
Thieves.
I know.
Thieves.
But when she told me that, she's like, we're not trying to be helpful. We're trying to stop
crime.
douchebags.
We're crime fighting and making lattes.
Yeah.
Good Lord. That is ridiculous. Joey, I'm concerned that when you come to the Halloween party that you might run into my nephew who's going to room with you.
Yeah. Well, I can give him the updates. I don't know.
Joey needed a new roommate, so I gave him my cousin, and then he told my cousin to go suck it.
Not yet, which is maybe the more uncomfortable part, but yeah, it's...
Well, now you just did, because he's going to watch this.
Yeah. But yeah, we're just looking for more long-term tenants, if possible. So
Are you going to get one?
Maybe. Yeah, but it's no slate to...
What's long-term?
Just they're probably gonna raise our rent in May, and so at that point probably decide if we're staying in that house or just gonna go somewhere new.
So you need someone through May.
Yeah,
That's not that long term.
yeah, Yeah. I mean, yeah, we'd probably pitch it as indefinitely, but we're sort of figuring out right now what's like the scope of the details we have to share with someone, and any idea like, hey, they're going to raise the rent in 6 months. Like, do we have to tell them that right now?
For all the aggravations that you have in your life, when you hear him go on about roommates and rents and months, and does it calm you down and you say to yourself, thank God I'm married?
I'd rather have roommates.
Than a husband?
No, I'm kidding. No. I'm kidding.
That's what I used to say in my act about the kids. And then you give birth to the worst roommates on the planet.
I've never lived on my own. Ever.
Ever.
With parents, in the dorms, with roommates.
Yeah. Yeah,
and
me
then
too.
My husband. I've never just had my own apartment where
I
I
don't
can
think it's
sit
that unusual. How do you?
without a butt doily.
Yeah. I don't think it's that
It's
unusual.
not that unusual, but when you think about it, the only time is I get these little mini, like I go on the road and then I'm on my own. So
Right.
those are my little mini moments of being on my own.
Of being solo. Yeah. In the Blue Zone, you watch the Blue Zone thing on Netflix about living to 100?
No.
Have you heard about it?
I feel like I know what the Blue Zone is, but what is it? Is it a documentary or a series?
It's a series of this guy who went. Blue zones are areas of the world where people live, have a large number of people living over 100.
Yeah.
And go and figure out why. Why in Sardinia are they living to over 100? Why are they living this way in Okinawa, different places? And one of the big things that makes people live long lives is having a sense of community. Not just like your dry cleaner but people like within you, like they live in their little house and they've got people that live with them and then friends that come by every day. And then you go to the garden with all your other friends, and then you go do your activity with these other friends, and they all just see each other all of the time, and that it's good for the soul, that it keeps you alive, literally.
Well, I'll just give you your joke back to you.
Mm-hmm.
Your hot dog joke.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they say it takes a couple years off your life, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's your bit.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, do we want those last few years?
When they show the people in the Blue Zone and
Yeah.
they're like all frail and they're doing a ring toss and everyone's like, yay, I think, ugh.
Yeah.
Is that what you're doing at the end? But you're also a little out of it. Your brain's calcifying. There's not a lot of blood going to all parts of it. So you're kind of like, I'm still enjoying myself, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I guess because maybe by the time we are 100,
It'll be better.
it'll be like cool stuff.
Because we'll all be on Ozempic.
I did see something that Ozempic, was it Bill Maher? Okay, it was. The little overdrive or whatever,
Yeah.
overtime or whatever they call that little thing at the end of Bill Maher. The guy was like, yeah, Ozempic is going to be more important to us than AI.
Yeah.
What?
And it's going to have a greater economic impact.
That's right.
Because people are going to take this and they're going to drop all of this weight, and it's helping people get off of cholesterol meds, heart meds, knee replacements.
But they're saying it's even going to stop you from gambling.
Yeah,
Like having a
takes away
gambling
cravings,
addiction. Any
right.
kind of addiction.
Alcohol, people that are on it drink 60% less alcohol. People who are on it aren't going to be going to restaurants. They're not going to be Postmates from the place next door when they're on the road. Like it literally, they think it could have an impact.
But that's wild.
It's pretty wild. Now, I'm trying to weigh looking amazing and skinny and enjoying eating my food.
Yeah.
The thing is, if you take this and you look amazing and skinny, you have no desire.
None.
Everything that we do here on this podcast is about coming together, celebrating, living your life. That all these books, this is a pizza book, this is another cookbook, a bread book, barbecue book, Italian restaurant book. People on Ozempic are just like, why would you, who cares?
Yeah. I feel like it dulls you a little bit.
I don't know.
I'm not saying having a gambling addiction is
Yeah.
good, but it does make you a little interesting.
I wonder if it changes your sex drive.
It must. It must. Like you have no desire to do anything.
Yeah.
Holy cow. That's frightening.
But if we were to put Joey on it, he could become an invisible man.
He would disintegrate.
Wither away.
He would look like a pile of cocaine on that chair. Just a little pile of white dust.
It's funny how people don't want to admit that they're on it. There's a little shame to it. There's, for some reason, people aren't, I guess because it's new.
Yeah.
And it sends a message like, I can't do this on my own. But nobody can. Like, go back to what you were in high school. Like, it's a tough order. You'd have to be so disciplined. So people don't admit it, but all of a sudden you see people and they're just skinny. They're just skinnier.
I don't know anyone in my life that I've
No?
seen that it's like, whoa. So I don't know. I know that you told me a couple people
Yeah.
that you know, and you see a big difference.
Yeah.
So maybe I'm just not paying attention.
It's coming, man. Weight Watchers is offering their version of that drug because they know people aren't going to be flipping through cards and weighing their food. They're
They're
just
not
going to
gonna-
take this shot.
See how many points
Yeah.
their grain bread is? No.
No, they're just going to take this and lose the weight and they'll help you manage. But they see that this business model is changing. How crazy.
It feels like it wipes away some of your, I don't know, your character.
Joy of life.
Like who you are, right?
Yes, 100%. So I'm going to be like, why would I make bread?
Yeah.
Why would I make this?
Oh, man.
Weird.
There's going to be like an Ozempic face. People are like, oh, I can tell he has Ozempic face. 'Cause
Oh,
they're just gonna be like,
100%.
"Eeyore."
Yeah, there's comedians out there that all of a sudden super fast.
Oh, no.
Hmm.
All right. Well, I'll stick with my bacon prosciutto face.
You look great. You know what I mean?
I feel amazing. Can I tell you? I don't want to tell you what I did because I don't want to upset you because I feel like it goes against everything in your life.
Go ahead.
I made a ground chicken pizza crust.
Thank you all for listening. We'd like to thank the people at Wild Grains for being here today. We'd like to...
Please just accept me. I just want you to
what do
see
you mean
me.
crust? Meat
I made
crust?
I made a meat crust. You know they make cauliflower crust. You don't make that face when someone eats a cauliflower crust.
Yeah, I do.
Oh, well.
What is the... so you take the ground chicken.
So it's ground chicken.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you add mozzarella cheese, an egg yolk. It's basically a meatloaf. But you make it really, really, you press it down, you spread it out on a pan, you make it really, really, really thin.
Okay.
And you almost like dehydrate it almost. So it's like a cracker.
Wow. In some regard, it's good.
In my regard.
Like, if you just to eat it.
No, and then you put a pizza sauce. What are you talking about? I put a little bit of a spicy pizza sauce and then mozzarella
Spicy.
on top and then whatever toppings you want on your pizza. I did olives
Uh-huh.
and it was delicious.
When you cut it
Yeah?
and you take out the triangle
Uh-huh.
and you hold it,
Yes.
floppy,
There is integrity.
integrity.
There is integrity to the pizza slice.
Really?
Yes. Now, I will say I did shit my pants.
Oh my God. I'm gonna take it back. I don't think you're into saunas and Korean massages. I think you love shitting your pants.
It's
Comes up a lot.
It's a way to let things go.
Yeah, well,
You know?
It's one specific thing.
You detox all the bad choices you made. It's a detox.
When you serve this to your family, do you
Yeah.
say this is pizza?
I say this is mommy's version of pizza.
Oh, okay.
My husband loved it. My kids they were like, all right.
A little weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
But they know I'm weird.
I had a pizza in Connecticut that was so good. It was a vegan pizza. There's no cheese on it.
Nope.
It was just the proper dough and sauce and mushrooms and onions. I didn't even think that cheese was needed. Like, it wasn't even, really, it wasn't. It was so good because of the crust.
Oh, boy.
That crust was so crunchy, thin, perfect, deep
'Cause
flavor.
It had no milk or egg to hold it together.
It never has milk.
Don't you make like some sort of milky crust?
Thank you all once again for being here, breaking bread. It may have been a fatal mistake. Making Kira the regular, and she's allergic to bread,
I'm finding alternatives.
which is good.
It's great. You would have liked it. I'm going to make some for you.
All right, I'll bring you in chili,
Okay.
and then
And I'll bring you in my chicken pizza. Chicken
is that what you
bread.
call it?
Chicken bread pizza.
Chicken bread pizza?
Yeah. Macaque.
It's weird. What do you do for Thanksgiving? Because now it's Thanksgiving time.
I know.
It's time to order your bird if you haven't. Do you host?
Yeah. I mean, this might be where Ozempic comes in because my husband's addicted to making the most massive Thanksgiving dinner.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, but then he's like, we need to have more people.
I know, that is the
Because
thing.
we have so much food, and we end up like
Yeah.
asking neighbors, like, please come eat, and we host just random, like anybody.
Yeah.
Some comics that are, Canadian, right? And we've had, orphans come in, and we have a lot of people.
That is kind of the cool thing about being out here is in LA is there's a lot of randos that need Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
One of them's named Joey. He's over there.
Giuseppe, you can come to my house.
He's coming to my house.
Oh.
Thank you.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm sorry.
wow. Well, we have an early Thanksgiving, so come to mine for lunch.
Ew.
What do you mean,
What
ew?
time?
2.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
We have a 2:00 Thanksgiving.
2:00.
It's amazing. 'Cause you
It's
don't
too
feel-
early.
No, you don't feel disgusting
Why?
because you ate at 2 and you're fine.
What about 4?
No. It's getting dark at 4.
Yeah.
Nah.
Fires crackling.
I'm going to bed from all that Thanksgiving.
So your husband does the turkey.
He does it, and it's too much. It's too much. He has it
I
soaking
don't think there's
probably
any such thing.
right now in
He
some
does a wet brine.
bucket. Yeah, he gets a bucket.
I do the dry brine.
Oh, great.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't taste.
You don't know.
What?
You don't know.
He soaks it in a bucket from Home Depot.
What's your favorite side dish?
Leg.
Oh, you can only eat the bird. It's kind of the opposite of my wife, is that she eats everything but the
Yeah,
bird.
I eat the bird's ass first.
Again, shitting herself.
I'm on brand.
So no mashed potatoes.
No, but he
no
makes an
vegetables.
amazing
Not
mashed
even for
potato.
Thanksgiving, just because it's Thanksgiving.
No.
Okay.
But he makes amazing mashed potatoes.
He does.
Oh my God, incredible!
Nice.
Everything he does is just nuts. It's
So
so good.
So he's got to be planning now.
He is.
Yeah.
This is what's great about Mike is that he's like, yeah, I need new, shoulder pads for hockey because I'm fucking people up out there. But also, Williams Sonoma is having an amazing sale. Like he's the best of both worlds.
That is good.
Yeah, so
I
he's
like that.
already on Williams Sonoma,
Nice.
ordering all his stuff.
Yeah, that's good. I literally was like, "Where's the roasting pan? Make sure that I have all the elements of it. Where is the? Where are the recipes? Where's the all of it?
Yeah,
You got to start. I ordered the bird already.
very good.
Mm-hmm.
Organic.
Whole Foods organic.
Nice.
I wanted to go hunt my own turkey this year,
Yeah, sure.
but I don't have a gun or a knowledge of where they live.
I mean, I'm sure that there's going to be some box service where
Yeah, there's got to be
They
like a yeah.
pack a live turkey in a box and ships right to your door.
No, we
And,
bring you a live turkey
and then we
give you the gun.
give you the gun, and then you
Shoot it in your driveway.
Yeah,
We'll pluck it, leave it, and then you can tell everyone you shot the turkey.
and they will be our next sponsor.
Turkey shoot was a big thing in where you grew up, right, Joey? Up in New England, the turkey shoot.
Think so. Yeah, I never went to one, but yeah, I think they're out there.
You didn't want to be mistaken for a turkey? Heyo!
You don't have to put up with this.
I'm standing my ground.
Yeah, the turkey shoot was a big thing. But a lot of times, I always thought that you went out and you shot the turkey, but it was more like Target, and then you would win a turkey.
Ah,
It's not as much fun.
Different, yeah.
Then there is the all-natural turkey hunting where you are let loose in the woods with no weapon, you and the turkey, and mano y mano. And whoever survives gets to have Thanksgiving.
No.
Yeah. You never heard this?
No.
People just run in the woods and they see a turkey, and then it's up to you on how you're going to kill it.
You know, my mom used to have to do that. This is for realsies. In the Soviet Union.
Really?
Because their farmers markets were just, here's a chicken.
Uh-huh.
And they just gave you a chicken to take
A
home.
live chicken.
Yeah. So she had to break its neck.
Oh.
Imagine you're 16.
Mm-hmm.
You're not worried about, is so-and-so going to ask me to the dance? Or, you're like,
Yeah.
oh, I got to go kill a chicken at the bazaar right now. Yeah. That was her job.
People that are good at, people that kill chickens and things that way are so quick about it.
Yeah.
They're just like, grab it, snap it,
Yeah.
eat it. Can I tell you something? You may not respect me.
Oh.
I found pillows at this hotel. They were beautiful, lush, long pillows. And I'm trying to up my sleep game at home because it's been rough. So we got a new mattress, and it's
Good.
I'm trying to figure all this stuff out. And I wasn't allowed to get down pillows.
Oh, your wife said no?
Yeah. I asked first, I said, what are your opinion on down pillows? She goes, I don't like them. And I was like, okay. And later on I asked, do you feel like you don't like them or that we don't like them? She's like, I don't want down pillows in the house.
Is it because she thinks it hurts an animal?
Yes.
Okay. Does she also think haircuts are painful to humans?
Well, no. But I believe that I don't think the birds are just giving a couple feathers and then going back out.
You don't think there's like a supercuts
that
for
program, yeah,
for
that
geese?
charity where you grow your hair and cut
Yeah.
half of it and give it away.
I'm donating this to
Yeah.
pillows.
Yeah, I do this for pillows. I want humans to get better sleep.
So you think they're strangling them in the woods during an open goose run, and then
I believe, and if listeners can correct me if I'm wrong, I believe that when the birds are killed for food, they take a couple of the feathers.
yeah,
Make a pillow out
the
of it.
My Pillow guy is sitting there just waiting.
Yeah, like the Native Americans, they would not waste one piece of the bison.
Correct.
They would
Yes.
use all of it because it was sacred.
There are alternative, like fake feathers, like a vegan feather.
They call it vegan pillows.
Oh,
I know, it makes it a little upsetting.
like a vegan is stuffed in there. That's misleading.
Yeah.
This vegan I'm sleeping on is so
You
lumpy.
can sleep on this vegan.
Yeah.
So I ordered the vegan ones, and I'll see how they are when they show up. But if they're not down, I might. I might leave my wife and get a pillow.
Look, we have to do what we have to do in our lives. Can I tell you what I sleep on?
Yes,
You will
please.
hate it.
Oh, jeez.
It's basically a brick,
Mm.
but it cradles your head.
Uh,
It's Japanese. I think I told you this once.
I don't know.
It's Japanese. It cradles your head. It's not fluffy at all.
Mm-hmm.
You're sleeping like on a flight of stairs.
Oh. Are you a side sleeper?
Yeah, all over the place. Just, yeah.
All over.
Not on, I don't know how people
And
sleep.
the pillow's good no matter which way your head is?
I personally love it. it has no fluff to it at all.
It's just like a hard
It's just
back pillow kind of thing?
I can't explain
Like
it to
hard
you.
foam?
No, there's no foam. It's tiny,
Wood?
tiny. It's like these tiny, like maybe steel. I don't know what's in it. I'll be honest, but they are like those little micro beads.
Does it have a pillowcase?
Yeah, of course. It's Japanese.
Uh-huh.
I have to order
You
it
just keep saying it's Japanese.
because I don't know what's in it because it's in Japanese.
Is it heavy? Is it like a
Yeah,
book?
yeah.
It's heavy.
I love it.
And where's your neck?
It's in it. It cradles it.
I don't know.
I love it.
All right, give us
And
the name.
no animals were hurt in the. I mean, unless again, I don't know. Maybe in Japanese, yeah, it could have been an animal. But no animals were harmed, and you will love it.
All right.
They're about $80.
$80.
I know it's a little.
I'll spend whatever I have to spend. Joey, Abraham Lincoln was there to accept the new mattress delivery. And because I
What
was
is
on the
happening in your large intestines right now?
road. Was that my belly again?
Yes.
My belly's squeaking. I haven't eaten today.
Oh,
I intermittent fast when I come home.
okay.
I don't really. I just didn't eat. I had to go from my radio show to here.
Right.
And the mattress is okay.
Oh no! Can you say what it is or no?
It's a Tempur-Pedic
Okay. What did I tell you?
mattress hybrid.
But what did I tell you to get?
That one.
Nope.
Yeah, you did.
Nope. I said Select Comfort.
No, you didn't.
I 100% did. Play back the tape, Joey.
Joey.
Play back the
I
tape.
think
don't
she
think
did,
so.
yeah. With the numbers, you can
Yep.
like adjust the hardness for you and your
Oh,
partner.
yeah. No, I wasn't doing that.
Why not?
Because it's stupid. I thought that this is a hybrid. I wanted spring. I didn't want just foam. But the foam's a little thick. It doesn't feel like we're on springs. I don't know. All these mattress places, they say you can send them back. I might have to.
That's weird.
I know. And who?
The thing is, you gonna pack it up?
No, they come and get it.
Oh, they will? Oh,
Right,
then
Joey?
yeah. Then do it. If you don't like it,
Yeah.
Select Comfort.
I don't want dials. I don't want levers.
You touch it. It's like the Ronco guy. Set it and forget it. I promise you.
The other problem is we have a platform bed, which is kind of low.
Okay.
And there's no box string with these mattresses, so it's all kind of low.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So you're not
It's not
climbing
high.
into
You're not climbing
bed.
into bed. You're falling into bed.
You're tripping into
You're
bed.
tripping into bed.
Oh no.
I know. I'm so upset.
Oh. Can you get a
It's
different?
comfy.
Okay.
But it's not like luxurious. It doesn't feel like, I'm in this great bed.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes you stay in a nice hotel and you're like, oh my God,
Yeah.
that's what I want.
Okay. So then next time, check the hotel bed. What do they have?
I did at this one place and they kind of have different labels on them because they're
Yeah.
hotel-y.
Yeah. You
know.
can ask.
You can?
Yeah. There's no secret there.
Where were you a month ago?
Select Comfort.
Boo.
I'm not going to steer you wrong.
It's Thanksgiving time, so check your roasting pan. Order your stuff from Wild Grains. Joey, what do you bring at Thanksgiving?
I brought a pepperoni bread last year.
Oh, yeah, that was good.
Yeah,
That was pretty popular.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah.
I didn't use real dough though. That would be the plan this time around: is to get some good dough and
Yeah.
make it for real. So.
Yeah.
You didn't bring your omelet?
not
Your
that
famous
time.
flippity-do
Yeah.
omelet?
I made one of those this weekend. I'll still have to make you guys one.
That picture did look impressive.
Yeah.
That was a Google image.
Oh, I
Yeah, no,
apologize.
that wasn't me.
I didn't know he was lying. I also ordered a whole bunch of wine. Now, there's two ways to handle wine during Thanksgiving. It's the bunch of people that are there drinking way too much and don't care what it is, and then your really good wine that you keep on the side
Yes.
for the people that know better.
Yes. We play it the same way.
You do?
Yeah, 100%.
So I just ordered a whole bunch of the good stuff that will have to be hidden somewhere in the house.
Yeah.
And then I'll grab the whatever swill, and that's what my guests will get.
They'll be fine.
They'll be fine.
Okay.
Anything you need to plug? Anything you want to tell the people about?
I'm just at Kira Comedy on the Instagram. Follow me.
By the time this airs, we will have been in Cedar Falls and
Yeah.
St. Paul. Holy cow.
Yeah.
That's this week?
Yes, that's this Friday.
Time is going quickly. It's going to be Thanksgiving before we know it. Oh, my God. Go to tompapa.com for all of our dates. We have a whole bunch of stuff coming up. We just announced a whole bunch of dates for 2024 on the Good Stuff Tour. We're going pretty much everywhere.
Amazing.
Is it?
Helsinki?
Almost everywhere. Thank you all. We'll talk to you next time.